Alright, so NAMM Day 1 afternoon session. Let's go. Clap sync. Alright, welcome back to Playing Trade Guitars. It's John here and Zach behind the camera. We are here today with Jason Ahner. Is that how you pronounce it?
That's correct.
Alright, Jason Ahner from Martin. And Jason, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at Martin, and then I can't wait to walk this line of beautiful guitars and see what's new for 2021 and beyond.
Well, I have a very great job at Martin. I manage the museum and archives, so pretty much anything to do with our museum, whether it's just curating instruments or managing the displays. And then we have an outstanding collection of documents in our archives. It's around, estimated a few 100,000 documents.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
I mean, this is dating back to the 1760s. So it really details the history of the Martin family, the Martin company, and then also the history of guitars. I mean, because Martin has played such a vital role in, the flat top acoustic guitar as we know it, and just to see that evolution throughout the history of the company, it's just pretty amazing.
My goodness, and American culture in general. So next question: when can we come get a tour? Oh my goodness!
Well,
holy cow!
I mean, hopefully our factory tours will be open next year.
Yeah.
We're still, trying to be a little cautious.
Sure, I understand.
So hopefully January of next year you can come visit us.
Good. Get
a tour.
We'll come knocking on the door.
Yeah, definitely.
But we're really excited to be back in person for NAMM, Summer NAMM 2021. And, it's really nice to see Martin fully represented here.
Yep.
And I would love to just get a sense of kind of where the company has come out of this quarantine. I'm sure with sales just going through the roof, as so many people are either returning to the instrument or starting fresh.
Exactly.
With guitar. You guys are probably not even able to make enough to keep up with demand, I would assume.
I mean, that is the current situation.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing considered. I mean, you talked about this point last year, and there was a lot of uncertainties. I mean, our factory had been closed for a couple of months, and just when we reopened and saw the demand, and it's just been amazing.
Yeah.
And just trying to build instruments to keep up with the demand.
Excellent.
And I mean, for us, it's a very fortunate situation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to be in a better place than we are now, you really couldn't find one.
No. And it's such a storied company, obviously. I mean, this, in terms of American guitar making, it doesn't get more story than Martin.
True.
Let me ask then, in terms of coming out and meeting the demand now, which is so strong, where are you at in terms of wood supply, Tonewoods? Is there a big change that you project in the next 10, 20, 50 years? Is it going to be more of the traditional woods, or are things going to change?
I mean, we can try to use traditional woods as much as possible, but certain woods, there's only so much out there.
Sure.
I mean, that's why we've introduced materials like HPL. It's, wood alternatives, or different tone woods like Montaigne, or different varieties of rosewoods. Just because, I mean, we saw what happened with Brazilian rosewood, not really available. I mean, Madagascar rosewood, it's harder to get. So, I mean, a lot of the woods that have been traditionally connected to the acoustic guitar, really, they're not available like they once were.
Sure.
So, I mean, we have to push that envelope a little bit further.
Yeah.
I mean, and then there's something else that we, really want to be a big part of, and that is sustainable guitar building.
Sure.
So we have FSC certified models, the Forest Stewardship Council. So all the woods are coming from forests that are harvested responsibly, so that that footprint that we're making isn't quite as big as it once was in the past.
Sure, and that sets you up for the next 100+ years.
Exactly, because I mean the company been around over 180 years,
time,
and hopefully another 180 years from now that we saying the same thing.
So you manage and basically curate the museum in a sense, and you mentioned kind of as we were setting up that you had a couple favorites. What was the one that you started to tell me about?
My favorite instrument from our collection is a 1933 OM45. It was owned by a gentleman named John DeGroat, who drove a radio dispatch truck during World War II.
Oh my goodness.
And he took the guitar with him all over Europe during the war. So whenever I show anybody that guitar, I say this is a testament to the build quality of a Martin, that this beautiful pearl inlaid style 45 guitar survived World War II.
War tested.
I mean, and we have guitars that have been owned by Hank Williams, Kurt Cobain in our museum, Waylon Jennings, and that for me that's just my favorite.
Gosh. Now listen, it's nice when you find a guitar that is pristine in the case and in a collector's collection. but a guitar with a story to me is my favorite thing. And it can be beat up, but if it's got a story to tell, like I'm sure I can't even imagine the guitars that you have at your fingertips.
Yeah.
That is my favorite thing in terms of looking at guitar collections. So that is just an amazing role.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. I mean, a guitar, yeah, if it was kept under somebody's bed for 80 years or whatever, yeah, that's cool, but to have that extra story behind it just makes it a lot more unique.
I agree 100%. Any highlights for 2021 or 2022, the next year, in terms of models or anything different now?
Well, I mean, we're definitely going to be working on new models for 2022. I mean, just one of the issues trying to keep up with demand.
Yeah.
We have right now, we started a new custom shop, custom expert program with the 1937 0028 and D28.
Beautiful.
So those are, exclusively out of our custom shop. A lot of cool features on those. But I mean, we're always looking to introduce new models, and we're definitely going to have for Anaheim next year. We're going to have new models ready, and even planning ahead for Nashville next year.
Now that's great. I had a question from a local performer who was looking for a new guitar, as so many people are, and he's saying, what is the best option in the kind of the mid price range for an acoustic electric? And I thought I might just ask you that, because he asked me, and I said, well, why don't I just ask somebody who really knows?
Well, I mean, we introduced a model last year called the SC13E.
Okay.
And when you're looking for an acoustic electric guitar, I mean, it's hard to beat. The playability on it is fantastic. The sound is great. The price point is $14.99.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's right there in that mid range. I mean, if you want, I can show you the model.
I'd love to see him. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's head over there. I'll follow you.
Okay. So when you're talking about that mid-range price point, this is our Road Series. These models are built in our Navajo and Mexico factory.
Okay.
So I mean, these models here, solid Sitka spruce tops and solid wood back and sides, gloss finishes. Now this is the SC13E. Totally different body style for the company.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
It's an S body style.
Wow.
And it's actually a 13 fret neck.
Has this body style been done by Martin, or is this really brand new?
This is new to Martin, new to the industry.
Wow.
So this has a Sitka spruce top and fine Koa veneer back and side. So it's a beautiful look. And one of the great factors about this guitar is the way we designed it completely removes the heel, so you have unlimited access up and down the neck.
Wow.
So I mean, this is for somebody that they want an electric guitar and an acoustic guitar, and if they can't afford both of them, I mean, this is a great option because you can get the best of both worlds in this guitar.
Can I hear it for a second? Can I play it for just a second?
You can play it. I'm a lefty, so I'm going to let you play it.
Okay, so is he. All right, I just want to get a couple seconds on it because this is really kind of unique. Oh, and it's very lightweight too. Wow. Yeah, this is when you just take on stage and just play and not. Wow, it plays, and I'm primarily an electric guitar player, but I put a lot of hours into acoustic as well, and it's very easy to play.
Yeah,
it's very lightweight. It's very easy to play.
It's made to be extremely stage friendly. If you look here, onboard tuner right there. Just push the button. It has some great Fishman electronics in it. Has a volume and tone control at the top of the sound hole, tucked away there.
Right up here.
Nice and discreet.
Yeah. Unbelievable. This is really beautiful. So, to answer his question, here it is, basically.
Pretty much.
Is this part of the Road Series, or is this something unique?
That's part of the Road Series.
Okay. SC13E. Okay.
Exactly.
This is really sharp.
Now, another great feature that I like about the way this guitar is designed, it's a long scale, but because it's unique, it's a 13 fret instrument, it brings the neck closer to your body. It almost feels like a short scale.
Wow.
I mean, our R&D team...
Is that brand new? I mean, I've not seen a 13
No,
fret.
that's something new that we did also with this model.
Wow.
So our product development team worked on this guitar for years, and really hit the nail on the head.
So you can get, I mean, really in this heel, so again, just to emphasize this carved heel. And what's going on here? Is this a truss rod adjustment or like?
That's
just a bolt.
Because you can actually adjust the neck angle on this
connected.
with shims. Yeah, so this is a linear dovetail. So instead of our traditional dovetail where it glues down, this goes into the neck.
Okay.
So there is a dovetail.
Oh, there is. Okay.
And then you can make some adjustments. There's a shim inside.
Oh, wow, okay.
So you can adjust that neck angle on the fly, really.
Okay,
You don't have to take the neck all the way off like a traditional dovetail. You'd have to steam the neck out and set the neck to the proper angle. With this, you just loosen up the bolts and you can add a different size shim in there.
This is a great feeling guitar. And yeah, you really can get up there. Great sounding guitar. Thanks for showing us.
Sure.
That answered my question exactly. So I got a new recommendation.
There you go.
Now that's kind of in the mid-tier performer, somebody who wants to take something out and play it, plug it in and play it at a venue.
Exactly. I mean, that can be for really anybody.
Sure.
You know, mid-tier performer, professional musician, whoever.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, exactly. Yeah. I mean, don't let me shortchange it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's designed for the working musician.
What about something on? I mean, what's like the cream of the crop right now that you're really proud of that you might show us?
Well, we can walk around the booth here.
Yeah.
We have our Modern Deluxe Series. This is a D18E Modern Deluxe. So, some features that set the support from the standard series. You have a VTS Sitka spruce top. So that's our vintage tone system.
Okay.
So it's a torrefied top where we age the top through that process.
Okay.
Liquid metal bridge pins, some new technology. This actually will increase the decibel level on the guitar.
Really?
You get wood binding on it.
Okay. Wow.
The C.F. Martin, this is usually a decal script logo that's inlaid in pearl.
Man.
So, I mean, it's like just your upgraded D18. And this is something newer. Has a carbon fiber sandwich bridge plate, so it's carbon fiber and Adirondack spruce
Underneath the top there?
Yep, that reinforce the area that the bridge is at.
Well, and I love the red dots in this. So
Yeah.
what is the material here?
It's liquid metal, it's called.
Okay. And nothing says it's a traditional looking guitar with something new than like those striking red little inlays in there.
Now, this guitar, another great story about it is the neck profile.
Okay.
So we have a 1930 OM45 Deluxe in our museum. There were only 11 of them built, very rare guitar. But when our R&D team went in there, they saw how unique the neck was. And so this guitar has what we call our vintage deluxe neck profile.
Okay.
And it's modeled off of that guitar's neck. So it's asymmetrical. If you want to just feel how that neck is, very comfortable.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. That's a good guitar. And you know what? It never gets old. It smells so good.
There's so many people when they first get their new Martin, that's what they do.
Oh
they
my gosh.
Take a big whiff of it.
It never gets old. Oh. And look at, I mean, even these these fret markers. I mean, that's what comes from so many years of experience, and then blending the new with the traditional. And
yeah, I mean, you know, Martin's been building acoustic guitars longer than anybody else.
Yeah.
But we're not set in our ways of what we've been doing in the past.
Sure.
We want to introduce new technology.
Yeah.
Push the envelope.
Yeah.
You know, just try to come up with some new things.
So there is a plate of, is it carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber, Adirondack spruce, and it's like a sandwich that makes up the bridge plate. Because usually the bridge plate in the guitar is maple.
Okay.
So this is just like a layered material,
Wow.
which is a little bit lighter weight, very resonant.
Guitar. Thanks so much for showing that one to me.
Now we'll walk around the front of our booth, and I want to show you one more guitar here.
Sure. Oh, one of these.
So this is our OOL Earth Guitar.
Okay.
The artwork on this was done by Robert Getzel, who happens to be standing right behind me here.
Okay.
So this guitar has no plastic on it. It is very environmentally friendly, all FSC certified woods. So this is like we were talking about, how scarce the Tonewoods are and things like that. This is what we want to do to help promote responsible guitar building.
Okay. Fantastic. The artwork is beautiful too. That's very cool. Now I have a question for you too. It seems like now I have 2 daughters, right? And something about this one, I know my daughter would love this guitar, but where do you see the influx of new young girls that are coming into playing and the inclusion of females in general across the industry?
Well, I mean, the guitar is for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, being in my position, I know early on the guitar was primarily an instrument for women.
Yeah. It was basically a parlor instrument,
Exactly.
right?
They played it in the parlors of their homes to entertain guests.
Yeah.
And along the lines, the guitar sizes grew and more men started playing guitar.
Sure.
But I mean, everybody, should be in the guitar game.
Yeah.
Whether it's boys, girls, doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to see just, I guess in general, boy or girl, the number of new players coming in.
Yeah.
And it just looks like a comfortable. I was just thinking about my 9-year-old daughter. It looks like a very comfortable size too, in terms of something that she can pick up and play.
This is it's a OOL, so it's a smaller body. It's a slope shoulder OO size, 14 fret neck.
Yeah.
I mean, something along the lines that's good for a 9-year-old. I mean, my wife and I, we have 3 kids, and our son, he's 9. He has one of our little models, which is, we can walk around and take a look at that.
I'd like to see that.
This is a 3/4 size guitar.
Okay.
It's a modified single O body with a 14 fret neck, solid Sitka spruce top, and this has rosewood HPL back and sides.
Okay.
So this is a high pressure laminate, and then a Stradivon neck.
Okay. And so these laminate necks are basically, these are layers. This is your
Pressed.
laminate that you're seeing when you see
Exactly.
these stripes, right?
Exactly. And then this model has Fishman electronics in it. You can get it with or without.
Yeah.
The rosette's laser etched gives it a little, that traditional Martin herringbone decoration.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a great alternative for a younger child, or even, I mean, Ed Sheeran got famous playing one of these models, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
It worked for him.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful. Yeah, can I see
Check that out?
Yeah, see, I guess I'm guitar shopping for Sophia, so shout out. Yeah, it projects. It has a voice to it and comfortable action for small fingers. Good loud guitar. I mean, perfect for small hands, and probably regardless of your age, again, just a good guitar to have around.
I mean, I have one of those, and I probably play it more than my full-size parts, just because it's so comfortable and easy to get out.
Yeah. Beautiful. It looks gorgeous too. What's the fretboard material?
This is Rich Light.
Okay.
It's another FSC certified material. So it's a wood fiber composite.
Okay.
So
and it gives you kind of that beautiful ebony look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It has the appearance and the workability of ebony.
Yeah. It plays really smooth. Yeah.
I mean, and then there's another great option for kids is ukulele.
Yeah.
So I have a concert uke, and my kids love to play that too. So, I mean, perfect. It's a simpler instrument. You can make some like one finger chords and things like that on it, easier to play, and then build up to the guitar someday.
Now, in my high school years, I did get my hands on a backpacker. Do you remember, Zach? Used to walk around the halls playing that thing.
Yeah, I mean, the success we've had with the backpacker, I don't think the company ever saw that coming.
Yeah, it has stayed. I mean, the staying power on that model has just been incredible.
I mean, the backpacker, was the first guitar in space back in the 1990s.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, so a lot of history with that model.
That's fantastic. Well, is there anything else you'd like to show us in terms of the collection, or any other thoughts on Martin going forward?
Well, I mean, I just want to say how great it is that we can be back together again at NAMM. I mean,
it's true, yeah.
I think the atmosphere here is great. Everybody I'm running into is having a great time.
Yes.
So just glad to be back in person.
Well, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to us,
Thanks
Jason.
for talking.
I really appreciate it. And we will be knocking on the door when that museum
definitely
reopens. We'd love to come see you.
All right,
so thanks
good.
for your time. Excellent.
Sure.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.